That was take 2.
Anyway, so today we're going classy. We're drinking coffee. Pull up your chairs next to the toasty fire. Try not to roast your dick while you're up close, because we all know that this podcast gives you all a hardy. If you're a girl, we know how that works, I think.
I roast my dick every time.
We're going to do very classy intros. Kevin, how about you get up in here?
I'm good today. How are the nice audience people doing today?
I'm sure they're wonderful. Frank, how are you?
Probably grabbing their dicks.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Frank here. I'm sipping on some coconut mocha coffee. You know,
Maca
just,
latte.
Just so good. You know, just calming my nerves and
Maca
just
latte.
recollecting the day.
Zach,
I am drinking some
caramel drizzle.
caramel drizzle.
Caramel. That's so fancy.
Yep, and that's pretty much it.
And then there's Yuri.
Hello, people. I'd like to tell you that I'm really feeling fancy today and I want to touch your butts.
In a fancy way, though.
In a fancy way, a very fancy way.
With white gloves and leather.
I'm gonna go back to my seat now.
Alright.
Sit in your fucking seat.
So, our first topic of the day is Kingdom Hearts! Woo!
I'm gonna step
Okay,
out.
so
Yeah, I'm just gonna go.
who is Kevin and Frank can just fucking kill themselves because
They
me,
never played it.
Tristan, and Zach are the only
Nor do I
people
care for it.
very, 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 very excited.
So,
Oh,
slippery hands, you know what I mean? So, news was announced today that Kingdom Hearts is pulling a full-on Star Wars and
Really?
plan to go on
I
past
thought you meant like Star Wars.
like
I
I
love
thought,
Star
like
Wars.
future fucking guns,
Kingdom
like
Hearts full
past
Star
the
Wars
past
edition.
the single trilogy. They're aiming for all the
6.
way. But then again you got to think who's making it. It's Square Enix. If they don't know
they'll
how
go
to.
to 14.
Yeah, they
Square
don't.
Enix still around? I thought they stopped.
No, Square
Yeah,
Enix will never stop. No.
I can't wait for
Oh, wait,
Final
no, that was
Fantasy
THQ.
100.
Yeah, THQ went bankrupt. Square Enix actually bought something from them. I forget what.
Oh, they bought.
Was it? It wasn't Saints Row. It was
It wasn't it.
I did.
No, Deep Silver bought Saints Row.
What?
Or THQ.
Yeah, what happened to the issue?
They just ran
They
out of
just-
money. They got fucked like with lawsuits and shit. I'm pretty
Well,
sure.
like they expected like Darksiders 2 to be like a really big thing, and then it turned out to like be not as.
I mean,
good as it
Darksiders 1
was. It was
was a big game.
Darksiders good, but Darksiders 2 was
Oh.
good at the beginning, and then like I don't know, it just kind of like stopped.
I like
being good.
Darksiders. The first Darksiders. It was okay.
I never played the first
Yeah, I never
Darksiders.
played them.
That's very interesting. So Zach just showed me another article. But before we move on to that, I think that Kingdom Hearts 1.5 Remix is definitely my chance to catch
Is
up.
that the next game coming out?
Well,
that-
it's
yeah, it
the
comes out
HD
September
remix.
10th.
It's
Oh,
the
so
HD
it's
remix.
HD
And
remix.
the
Is it coming out?
extended, it's
Is it
like
coming out
a-
on Xbox One?
No.
No, it's coming out for
Only PS3.
only PS3.
Because
Xbox,
it comes out September. They won't be.
So
out
Kingdom
yet.
Hearts 3 is going to be the only thing coming out for Xbox One.
Yes.
But Square Enix also is
But they
have
might
the
remake
rights
the
of
shit,
Final
too,
Fantasy and
for it.
things like that. I think it's my chance because I don't own a 3DS. I don't own a DSi, or I did, but I lost it.
I do.
And I never got a chance to play the Kingdom Hearts that were on the DSi and on the DS, and I've missed out. It's such a humongous
Like-
chunk of the storyline.
A good example would be 365 Days. That was a really good.
Yeah, that was.
But I let you borrow that.
I never got around to playing it. Though. I
And
gotta
it
give
explained
back.
the like if you're a Kingdom Hearts fan, it explained the background like of who Roxas
Aqua,
was.
You
Yeah.
played
Roxas
Birth After
was,
Sleep
and-
too.
and Alex.
Yeah, I
was
did.
who
I
it
did
was.
play that.
I just saw Frank and Kevin make eye contact, like, oh, they're getting the Kingdom Hearts talk.
Um,
Fuck us.
365 Days. I never got around to playing it, but I read about it, and everyone loved the storyline.
I
But
like
the,
it-
but the
I cried.
combat left something to be.
It's the same as
Long
every
game.
other game.
Actually,
A lot
really
of-
good topic to talk about later.
Okay.
I have an idea.
It's well, I mean, like 365 Days. I liked it. It was just like any other one, but it really explained. It's more about the story because it was about. What's his original name? Was his original name Roxas? Or
No,
is-
no, no. His name is Terra.
Oh, then
It's
well,
Aqua.
that's Birth. Fuck, I'm not getting
It's
this
Aqua,
conversation.
Terra, and
No, his name wasn't Terra. It was Zayn? No. Fuck it. I don't care. I don't remember. I honestly don't remember.
Sora's hot.
I'm looking at
all right. So
that guy with blonde hair.
before we move on to the talk about horror, because it is Friday today technically.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
it is.
'cause it's like
now it
1:30
is.
in the
It
morning
is.
now.
It is Tristan's Fear Friday. Zach just showed me an article that one of the most well-known horror films in American history, The Exorcist, is having a TV adaptation.
Might be in the process.
Might be in the
They
process.
think.
Never saw that.
You never saw The Exorcist.
I
The
saw
girl's like,
parts
"Fuck
of
me,
it.
fuck me, fuck me."
I saw part of it.
And it's the awkward moment when you're watching it with your girlfriend and your mom's
mom watched
watching it too.
Your mom's like, "This is my favorite part."
Yeah.
And she just
It's
like she pulls
just
up
wait
popcorn.
for this
Fuck me,
part.
fuck me, fuck me.
They grabbed it.
I mean, like, I saw Scary Movie, like, and they
Yeah.
I don't.
spoofed it,
I'm
but
not. I'm
it's
not a
the
big
same.
fan of horror films. Like I don't. I've never been
I like.
into it.
I started liking horror films. I started liking horror films like last year.
My
Dare ye?
honestly, it's ridiculous because the horror film I'm most horrified of is a parody of all horror films.
Scary Movie.
No. Scream. Scream is such a joke of a villain in all the movies, but I have such a problem with them because I used to have nightmares of them, and ever since then I've never been able to. Like my uncle. Here's a story time, Tristan. If you want to do a quick sing.
My guitar's over there.
I got it. I'll get it.
Go run, get the
No,
guitar.
No,
It's not the
works.
same.
That works.
Oh, before we get off
quick
before
cut.
we get off the topic of
Quick clap. What's that mean?
Quick
Before-
cut.
It's fine.
before we get off the topic of movies, like I've watched like Final Destination horror films,
Yeah.
and apparently they're considered horror films, but I never really knew. But the Underworld series,
I love the
I
Underworld
love the
series.
Underworld
That's
series.
a
I could
horror
watch that all day long. But apparently it's considered a horror film, and I really don't
With that
consider it.
vampire?
Yeah,
I
the ones with
personally
the werewolves and the vampires and stuff.
hate watching Final Destination because afterwards
Fucking-
you're walking through your house and you're afraid of
Yeah.
scissors,
Yeah.
razors scare the shit out of you. You don't want to
Fans
touch the light switch. That's all.
I,
Fucking
after
scary.
I watched Final
Roller
Destination,
coasters
I
bother you.
don't remember which Final Destination it was, but afterwards I went to the bathroom. I was afraid of getting sucked into my toilet. I think it was the fifth one where the dude got
Going
stuck in the
swimming
pool.
too. Yeah.
That literally scared the daylight
His
out of me.
ass was removed
Yeah.
via.
And
Frank,
then
you're very
and then
quiet,
that
Frank.
night I had to cross over to Philly on a
Aw.
bridge. I was just like, just stop
Right, they
happening
make
to
you
me
work.
today.
Great.
Like I love how in Final Destination 5, they got so lazy with killing people, they killed one girl off right away with a flying tire. They're like, we're too damn
I
lazy.
remember that in the race.
She just gets cut in half, and you're just like, no.
I don't.
The one
think that
part
should happen.
on that beginning scene that really just scared me was
With
when
the
all
cars?
when was just all the bars just going
Oh,
through
yeah,
that dude.
going through
I
that
didn't
dude.
think that was going to happen. I really thought that sheet of metal was just gonna slice him, then slice the other dude, and then he's like, "Oh no, what happened?" And then you see him like splatter off of those cement stuff, and then like it's just like, and it's just bad.
Okay.
I feel like horror games are making.
Seem
I
responsible.
feel like
little
they're getting
comeback.
worse though.
Yeah.
Well,
Like they were at a, like
Except
they're-
for less of us, if
I
that
have
counts.
information to add.
it's a zombie
Uh,
game. That's a zombie.
BioWare Edmondson, the guys that made
Oh my
Mass
god!
Effect
Why would
1,
you give that to
2,
him?
and
Sorry.
3, they will not be responsible for making Mass Effect 4, even if there is a Mass Effect 4.
All you Mass Effect fans out there.
We'll get around to Mass Effect. We're going to talk about that. But
I have
quickly,
Bethesda
while
talk.
we're on Fear, while
Oh,
we're
the
on horror
Edmondson made
games,
multiplayer Mass Effect 3.
we're
Sorry.
on horror games.
We are releasing Amnesia, by the way.
Yeah.
I just have to get around the audio file fuck up.
Oh, never mind. No, they did make it. Never mind.
While we're on horror, let's.
Listen,
I keep on reading.
We'll get back to Yuri's point, but we're going to do a quick story time with
Tristan.
Tristan.
Story
I wanna mix it up a little bit.
And
Next.
Yuri on the guitar. Go.
It's untuned.
Story time.
Tristan.
I
Tristan.
fucked up.
It's okay.
They're possibly making an ME4.
So my horror story. The reason why I'm so afraid of Scream, my uncle is a jackass. Let me get that through you right now. He's a low car ride, neon light lover.
Grade A dickhead.
His base system in his car will shatter your bones. And
Is this the IGN app?
yes. And back when I lived in Carney's Point, he and his friend came over. He and my uncle was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go out. We're gonna go take the quad for a ride. I'll be right back." So I see them just speeding down the road, hugging each other on the quad. I was never comfortable riding a quad with another man. I mean, not to sound homophobic, but like that was dick to butt. And I was just not ready for that. So
He said,
I'm sitting around. I'm like, oh man, that quad went far out of the distance, but I didn't hear the engine anymore, and that bothered me because the engine doesn't cut out until you reach the forest, and he was gone in 3 seconds. So I'm sitting there, and then I hear the back door open, and in that moment, I was just like, okay, I'm about to be played, but my mind didn't comprehend that. So
I turn around, and I hear the kitchen drawer open and close, and in that moment I was like, okay, someone just grabbed a knife. No one's getting a lunch. No one's getting lunch in my kitchen. No one's getting a fork out
Straight knife.
Yeah, no one's getting a spoon out to get cereal. Someone just grabbed a knife. There was no other options there. Around the corner comes a figure dressed in the Scream outfit with a knife in hand, approaching me slowly. Mind you, I'm like 8, and Scream still scares the dickens off of me. So my only option in my entire 8-year-old reaction was that I quickly ran up to him, kicked him in the testicles.
Wow.
Threw him down, ran into my bedroom, and called my mother crying. He came into my bedroom apologizing to me, holding his balls, and...
I'm sorry.
Yeah, basically.
Was it your uncle?
It was my uncle. And he, ever since then, he hasn't ever tried to scare me. Nor has he ever tried to wrestle with my mom, because he used to wrestle all the time. And one time I ran out of the living room, and I was just like, oh man, I want to get on this. So I ran up behind him, came in with an uppercut with my leg to his testicles.
A leg uppercut?
A leg cut. And
You mean a kick to the balls?
Yes. But it was like I jumped up, Super Mario kicked him in the testes.
One up.
Yeah, one up. And he grabbed me by under my arms, spun me around, threw me in the couch. Couch flipped over. He went across the living room, collapsed to his knees, and passed out on the couch. He fell asleep.
Like literally passed out or just fell asleep?
He just fell asleep. He was out. He was just gone. And he woke up a while later saying that he couldn't feel his left nut. And later I found out he literally almost lost his left nut. I nearly kicked the left nut out of my uncle. And that concludes my uncle stories with Storytime with Tristan.
Storytime with Tristan is over.
So
There was a
what
kid in my
I
school
got from
that popped a blood vessel in his nuts. It's kind of funny.
It was don't trust your uncle.
Never trust your uncles.
There's possibly gonna be an ME4.
Yeah, that's what Frank got. Because it was Zach's good idea to give Frank a article on Mass Effect on the IGN app.
I believe it.
Fucking
I
great
think
idea.
I think it's time for
Okay,
a
Kevin.
good talk.
What you got? What you got?
I got a lot to talk about Bethesda. Like I got a lot.
Oh,
Like-
Bethesda Studios. What about Bethesda though?
like
Just
Elder
like
Scrolls
with the
Online
games and stuff coming out. Like I'm excited for the games that are coming out. Like
No, shoot a couple.
there's this game I don't know if you guys heard about, like Wolfenstein.
Oh, yeah.
They're
that
making
was-
they're making like a new one because I think there was like an old one that was kind of like Doom.
You never.
If you don't know,
You
Wolfenstein-
never played Wolfenstein.
You never played Wolfenstein.
I'm sorry, I didn't really have a lot
If-
of.
okay,
They
first
made
of
one
all-
like 3 years ago.
First
too.
of all, if you never played
Like that
Wolfenstein,
nonstop.
kill yourself. Second of all, if you don't know what Wolfenstein is, it's basically if
That's
the
all.
Nazis...
Robots are taking over the world.
No,
Robot Nazis.
Nazis basically won the war and they took over every
Well,
country.
no, the war's still happening. It's just they are
Robo Nazis.
still fucking up everybody, and they have like
Robo Jews.
They have Robo Nazis,
And you're like the
zombie
epic guy that
Nazis,
saves
Nazi
everyone.
Nazis, and you're just this guy.
You're
You're
a
just
rebel,
like this
basically.
American
Like,
guy.
I just think that game is just gonna like look really good and like.
Well,
it's kinda
Bethesda
like-
took it over.
Yeah, Bethesda's making Wolfenstein: The New Order. It's coming out on.
heard
I think it's coming out on the Xbox 360 and PS3, and it's also coming out on new consoles.
I personally even love the multiplayer for Wolfenstein. It
Yeah,
was it kept a pace, and it was fun to play when you had people to play it with. I think.
You didn't have a lot of friends.
Yeah, I know. I don't really have many friends to begin with, but I have Zach, and that's what matters.
Wow, I got
Well, the one thing I don't like, I guess, we should say about World War II games is that, like,
the black people.
I know, like, Hitler was a very bad person and that
Jesus
people
Christ,
don't
you wanna
like...
say this story, man?
People don't like seeing
I'm
him
German.
in games.
Story time with Yuri.
But, like, am I going to tell that one story, how I feel like Hitler's, like, an important part of my life?
That's not.
That's a touchy subject.
Bagging on.
But,
Hitler.
okay, see, now I'll tell it now because I said it.
on Hitler.
But, no, okay, so
It's my father.
my grandparents and my great-grandmom
Not really.
are from Ukraine, and basically, if Hitler hadn't started World War II and started all these camps,
Hated everyone.
my grandparents wouldn't have escaped to America. They probably would have never met each other. My mom would have never been born.
And
We wouldn't be
And
here
I would
doing
never
this
be born.
podcast.
Yuri wouldn't
Would
be
not
a
hear this.
5'5" little lesbian boy that he is.
that lives in Ukraine. I probably would be, but I would have a different name.
You'd probably be like,
He'd be 6 foot. He'd
Yeah,
be
his name would probably
6'8",
still be
have a hairy chest, and his name would be
But-
Bob.
The only reason that my name is Yuri is because my uncle,
Nikolai's
who-
Russian.
I think he was like a Green Beret
Hmm.
in the army. He died. That's his boat in my backyard. By the way,
Oh, really?
You said, yeah, it's his boat. So the only reason that I'm named after him is because right before I was born, he died. So my
Aw.
mom named him after me.
Was it Collateral?
No, I didn't
Zach
think he
just
died
showed
in
me,
the war.
Zach
Oh.
showed me another thing about Bethesda. Apparently the Wii U is not on Bethesda's radar right now.
Yeah, none of the
I don't think
games
the
they've
Wii is
announced
on
so
anywhere.
far.
Oh, wait,
are
what was
not
I saying?
developed For the Wii.
How come people don't put Hitler in the game just because people don't like
Well,
it?
they did in the
Sniper
one game,
Elite.
Sniper
Are you kidding?
Elite.
Sniper Elite? You get
Yeah.
to kill Hitler.
I mean,
I mean-
that's pretty satisfying. Like in Wolfenstein, why can't you just put Hitler in
You
there?
do kill
fucking
Hitler.
Like
You kill in the Wolfenstein original, the Doom version of it. You kill a robotic Hitler.
They took it out though.
But call me a dick,
They
but
took
I
it
feel
out.
like we should all be
I
over
do
the
think
fact
that-
that World War II happened by now.
Yeah, I
No.
Not the German
I,
War.
Not
I,
to-
I do think that aside from like everyone, like their nationalities and all that stuff, and like their religions and stuff,
You just want
I
to see a
think-
3D texture of his mustache.
I do.
don't
I
you?
really do.
I think that they should put like not being like, oh yeah, Hitler, but like,
Yeah, but like, that's
I mean, you're getting to kill him. Like that's
yeah,
the thing.
but it's
It's a touchy subject.
It is
between
a very
Yeah.
extremely touchy
like
subject.
he killed
the Holocaust.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Like not even 6 million.
More than
More
that.
than
60
that.
minutes in the podcast,
That's
we're
just-
talking about the Holocaust.
Woo!
Yeah.
And I still
Like
have more
the-
Bethesda talk.
Let's go back to
History.
Bethesda, please.
Yeah, I got more Bethesda.
Fallout 4. Fallout 4 was announced.
I was
probably
really-
gonna be in Boston. Oh.
I was
I'm sorry.
actually gonna
Half-Life
talk.
3
I was
confirmed.
gonna talk about Fallout 4.
Half-Life 3.
I was gonna talk about
I've
Fallout
never
4.
So
I was
our
like,
videos come
Never
out
played Half-Life
have 3 schedules. Either they come out daily, they come out weekly, or they have Half-Life 3.
Well, right about right about now, we're probably gonna be uploading. I don't know, maybe once a week. Well, I mean, like not once a week, as in like we're gonna put up the podcast every week.
Every
We're gonna put up like a few videos every week, but it's like we don't see each other often. I'm the only one that has a capture card and capturing stuff right now.
Yeah, Mom.
So it's kind of hard to get together and produce content every week without having to edit a shit ton of stuff
Yeah.
and having to record a shit ton of stuff without. So I mean, I think for now we should just take it slow and just produce a bunch. Really?
We aren't
Really, guys?
we aren't a tin can and a string away from each other. It's not that easy to communicate.
Me and Tristan.
I live in bumfuck
At door
Egypt,
next.
so
I can when I get morning wood,
live-
if
we
I
live
swing
close.
around too fast, I
Yeah.
take off Zach's roof.
Yeah.
That's how close we
got
live.
it.
But
I still have more
I mean-
Bethesda talk. I still have Bethesda talk.
Finish your Bethesda stuff.
oh, all right. So wait. Did you hear that Elder Scrolls Online was announced free to play in the very
Xbox?
beginning?
Oh,
Yeah, it
for
was.
Xbox?
it's on Xbox.
It's on
One,
Xbox
too.
now.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's coming out for Xbox 360, I think.
Really?
But it's gonna be released
Yeah,
on
definitely
the
on
one.
Xbox One. Free?
Wait,
No.
free?
That's
My
No, you
friend
have
got
to-
so
you
excited.
have to buy the game, but it's free to play.
It's like a subscription.
No, there's no.
Come on, why can't it just be free?
Is it like
If you're
that with
paying for the
computer,
game, like
too?
why would it be
Yeah, I
a
think so.
subscription if it's on a console?
Apparently, it has a very Skyrim-esque look.
I mean, hate me for it, but I'm just
We-
You guys
upset.
ever played
I
Phantasy Star
I
Universe?
understand what you
Yeah.
mean
Dude,
by
I
like, you
love
think that it's
Fantasy
not gonna be
Universe.
good. Like I understand
I
what
like
Yuri
so
means.
gay
Like
for
it's
playing.
not
Okay,
gonna be
a good example here is Defiance.
Dude, I-
That game would have had so much better if it was just on PC, but they had console issues that they had to. they just it had to be the
I
same
liked it
game.
on
I like
Xbox.
I like
thought it was
Defiance
good.
Yeah,
up into the
but that's
point where you
because it's
couldn't
for the
progress
Xbox.
anymore because of all the game glitches. But besides that,
Interesting
half,
But like, say
stuff on
it
a
could have been
level.
so much better if it was for PC.
Yeah,
Like that's why I'm worried about.
I understand
Elder
like
Scrolls
your
Online.
like your concern with like MMOs like being on consoles, but the thing is,
I think,
I think the new consoles will have like a better like system for it to
yeah,
like
I
be
don't get
able
why
to.
everyone's bagging on the Xbox One.
Yeah.
Let's not get on this subject.
hold on,
before we
I
get
just
on
don't.
I still have Bethesda talk.
All right, Kevin, finish your Bethesda talk before we
Okay.
go to consoles.
Last thing, I should have said this while we were going with horror. The Evil Within, that seems like it's gonna be a good game.
You're a good game.
Like that
Got it.
little horror
You're
game.
not even talking right now.
Balls in your
I don't really know like much
It looks
about
like
it.
it looks like
but
Resident Evil, basically.
It kind of
Sorry,
looks
it's
like
not like-
Resident Evil mixed with like
Silent Hill,
a quest line of Silent Hill and Amnesia.
basically.
Like, you have
I'm
to do
actually-
stuff, you have to run away from shit.
Justin and Frank are cuddling right now.
I'm really hyped for Amnesia Machine for Pigs.
Dude, when is
It's
that
a-
coming out?
Within
I
the
never
next
heard of
year.
it.
Well,
It's
well,
a it's
explain to me
a
what that is.
it's a sequel to the original Amnesia.
Oh,
Why is
And
it called
it's-
Machine of Four Pig?
Because it's more focusing
More
on the
Mr.
puzzle. The
Is there
fact
more
that
pigs?
Daniel's a mass murderer.
is there more dead pigs?
Yeah, no.
Yes.
You know
Oh,
there's snakes, right? Oh, what?
Snakes on a plane.
I want more dead pigs.
What were you saying? Okay, Bethesda talk. So Fallout 4
It was really good.
was
Did they make Fallout 4?
announced. What, Bethesda?
Yeah.
Bethesda made Fallout 3 and Obsidian Games
But
made
you don't
Fallout
know
New
if they're
Vegas.
gonna make the 4th.
No, they are making fourth. They
okay.
announced it. They've been doing mapping data for Fallout 4 in Boston. That's been out. That's been news for a while. But they were also saying that they're probably going to make a sequel to not sequel to New Vegas, but probably in the California, Nevada area because
Old Cali.
Old Cali, Cali swag. There's nothing. There's. You think
Frank has a cat named Callie.
Do you think
Her name's Callie.
21?
Yeah.
I hit a wall.
Do you think in 2100 there's still going to be pot and rainbow flags everywhere?
That'd be
when you go
awesome.
there? You're just going to march through. There's going to be gay guys.
Why not?
Rave clubs.
Except,
radiation.
except they're gonna be like those
Like
those
robot
ghouls.
ghouls.
They're gonna be ghouls. They're
Pharaoh
gonna be
ghouls.
gay
They'll be-
ghouls like wearing thongs, like dancing, like fucking raving.
They'll be like robots and shit, just like, hey.
What's up? I'm gonna penetrate your
Yes.
orifice.
Fierce.
Yes.
Fierce.
Yes.
Fierce.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Okay, we're really being.
You can't see us right now.
We're really
Gay, gay.
being, we're really being mean to like the gay community right
I'm
now.
gonna put a link to the video.
Yeah, like I'm gay.
You fucking.
Oh, by the way, guys, I'm gay.
You're not gay.
I'm gay.
I'm telling Cameraman.
Fuck you up.
So yeah, there's that. There's Elder Scrolls Online. I think that hits the Bethesda corner. Now,
Yeah, I'm kind of done with it.
I do want to get into this. Just because there's a lot of hate going around for Xbox One because they
Like, we're fans of PS4.
Okay, well, see, here's
Yes.
my.
I
Eric,
don't know.
let's go in
I
a
just
row.
don't-
Your opinion on the Xbox One specifically was, I didn't like the new ideas that they had at first, just because it's like a huge change.
I didn't like
but,
how
like,
they presented it.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Thinking about
that's
it.
how everyone talks
Thinking
about
about it this way,
Ugly. I don't like how. It
if
looks.
they
It
don't
looks
change,
exactly like the PS4.
if they don't like, I mean, they're not going to implement the changes now because they got so much hate. But like, if
They
they,
said they're gonna change some policies.
yeah, but like what I'm saying is like, we need change on consoles. Otherwise, we're just gonna have constant like Xbox One is just gonna be just like an Xbox 360 with improved graphics.
Like a
Like, when they made
Obama
that game
of
thing,
consoles.
that
Yeah.
sucked, and then they changed
What game?
that. Where
the
you couldn't
DRMs?
trade anything, or you
Yeah.
couldn't even bring
Well,
it
the
back,
reason
or-
they did that is it's exactly like Steam. You can't trade licensing on the PC. It operates exactly like that.
yeah, and
then-
they were planning
but-
to do all downloadable
They
games.
put out
Yeah,
another
and-
design for the
hold on.
Xbox 360.
And
Yeah,
they
come on.
it's smaller. It looks exactly like the Xbox.
It's like
One.
slimmer. It's like the Xbox Slim, but slimmer.
It's like the
It's
Xbox
like the
One Slim.
Xbox anorexic.
It
It's
lost.
like the
it
Xbox
lost
One
weight.
Slim.
You guys keep making fun of it. It's self-conscious, guys.
It went on a diet.
Black is slimming.
Yeah, you hear that?
It's like too much Halo for me. I need to go on a diet, guys.
Fucking raged.
So everyone's biggest issue with Xbox One.
Was Connect, I think.
Well, you think because everyone felt like they were just gonna watch them
Yeah,
jack
well,
it?
I think a lot. Well,
They're gonna watch
just,
me watch porn.
just hearing people.
Again.
Great. Just hearing people talk about it. Their biggest problems was being online 24 hours and the
The
Connect.
Connect,
Yeah.
All right.
Didn't they
so-
switch that though?
Yeah,
Ready?
you can turn the Connect off. I think.
No, I don't think so.
What?
They said there
They-
was like an option. to
No,
turn
the
it off.
There's
Connect
options.
has to be
No,
plugged
there
in
isn't.
and shit.
There
so-
isn't. They
Xbox.
removed that policy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And you don't have to be online all the time, right?
online thing? I don't.
The online thing is to update your licensing. You know
You
how
have to at least be online
when you can't
you
play-
start the
Yeah,
game.
when you first start up the Xbox, like you have to go online if you're gonna have live.
can you
or
play
something like
games
that.
while you're offline on Steam?
On
if-
Steam? Yeah, you can
Yeah,
go.
you can play it offline.
You can go offline. Like in Steam, you have an option like top left says just press go offline. It loads up your library.
Okay.
The thing is, like, you can't play like an online game offline. Like,
Obviously.
like yeah, like obviously.
But like
But-
say like
Like
if you're on a
the
plane,
finance
it's
or-
good for that. Like because
So
you have your
Xbox,
computer.
Microsoft's entire goal here was to restrict licensing, and I understand the issue behind that. Like everyone, no one was expecting that change to come to the consoles, but no one from the PCs is screaming at the Xbox because it's exactly what they have to deal with.
PC all powerful, basically.
But yeah, if you look at the PS4, everyone's saying next gen hardware, which is current gen computer hardware.
Basically.
So if you're just gonna get an updated PS4, just get a computer.
Like, I don't know what, like,
If you're gonna pay
yeah.
$400,
But it's so much more expensive for a
You're
PC,
basically
a
getting
good
like
PC.
An
a
Asus.
cheap, good computer.
Yeah, good
now.
job, Kevin.
Wait, shh. You're getting a
low
when they
end.
like a low end.
gaming computer.
Yeah,
Asus.
for that'll work like now, but it won't work in 5 years when it's older.
But you guys
Exactly.
don't use...
It'll work, but it won't work as well. It won't be
Asus.
like that.
You
But-
guys don't use Steam, but they're now like
I-
implementing.
I do.
Like Steam's wanted to make a console. I think
Yeah.
they're planning on
Really?
making a
That's
console.
badass.
Yeah, and
They
they
were
have, like,
going
the-
to make a Steam box, and then they
What's it
they
called? The
canceled it.
Steam.
Steambox.
No, it's not. No, not the console. There's like a thing on Steam where it's focused on having a controller hooking up to your TV completely.
No idea.
I forget.
I
what
Oh,
it's
the
forget.
called.
big picture.
Yeah, big
Big
picture.
picture.
The big picture.
Is that what Big Picture's for?
So like, if you
I
have a
don't know that.
PC,
So it's just for
What's-
a big picture.
Yeah, right.
yeah.
It just made
I
everything
thought it was
larger.
just like
Is that
proving
the
that
fancy
games can use
screen?
Yeah, it
controllers.
looks all nice.
No, I think
Um,
big picture is meant for like
What's the point of
like
playing
people
with
that like
if you-
controllers.
Okay.
I don't know. Some people are like that.
So everyone was giving Microsoft hate because the price they pitched the price high. Sure, it was what $400 for the Xbox
No,
One.
it was
It's
like
500.
Yeah, it's 500.
But the thing is,
500, yeah.
the thing is
500.
with that is that it includes the Kinect. With the PS4, you'd have to pay for the camera separately.
You know, I understand. I have a PS3. Well, it's right here.
Yeah.
I got Move when it first came out. I thought like PS3 Move was gonna be amazing. It sucked. It was just like a
Yeah,
weird.
but everyone felt that with the Kinect too, and that kind of stuff.
The Kinect. I like the Kinect
There's
because
fun games.
I like the Kinect
it's
more
not
than
about the
the
Kinect.
Move.
Yeah.
It's not about. I
feel like-
personally
I-
never use the Kinect.
Yeah,
for
I
the
feel like the
games.
Kinect is more like a
It's for family
just
games.
an added thing, just to
I
like an added piece of hardware. That
And I like how it's a mic too. and
Yeah.
all that.
I don't know.
I use the Kinect simply because I'm a lazy fuck. I'm Xbox. Go home and Google.
Isn't that
porn,
what
I'm
Xbox
lonely.
One does? Like
Yeah.
you could just be like, on. And
Yeah,
it's like,
on.
okay.
Yeah, that's like a good thing.
That's
Yeah,
why.
that's bad.
But
That's
like
that's
you
why.
can say off. Like say like if we ever have like move in with each other and we have like Xbox next to
Turn
each
the
other.
light off. and
Xbox
then
on.
turns
It's just
off.
like Xbox off. Like fuck, I was in the middle of recording, you
I
asshole.
was 40 hours into Mass Effect 4.
No one gives a
save.
No one gives a fuck.
Shut up.
No.
Have you ever, Frank? Have you ever like?
No.
I think when I played Mass Effect 3, like my first playthrough, I made it so fucking
50
far
hours.
in, I forgot to save,
50
and I had to
hours.
redo like 3 hours of work, like all the money I
Yeah,
lost,
Dude.
all
I
the
hate
so much.
resources.
Dude,
fucking sucks.
First time the Skyrim DLC
don't
came
even
out,
know.
I literally had to restart. I literally wasted like 8 hours having to restart.
I don't think I can even
Because-
play Skyrim anymore on my
Yeah.
Xbox. Just like when the
I don't
DLC
even
came
have
out,
it anymore.
I was so excited
Bland.
for like Hearthfire, like to have my
It
own
feels
fucking big
bland.
house.
That was
And-
probably the most boring thing I ever did.
I mean, I didn't really like
You
the
can
house.
hire little orphan slaves and
Yeah.
make methamphetamine.
My
And I tell
kid,
them, like, I tell them to go play outside, and they're like, I don't wanna. Go fucking play outside.
My-
Watch
my
out
kid-
for that bear, though.
my kid brought a freaking fox into my house, and I was just
Yeah,
like,
they
all right,
tame
whatever.
them as pets.
And
Like,
then I realized, like,
That's pretty
hey, you want to play? Hey,
My favorite
gives
is when
me a
you get a
fucking
wife.
death bell. Like,
You
are
get
you
a
trying
wife.
to kill me?
And she's like, back to some adventures, my love. My
What?
love, how have you been, my love? My love, are
can't-
you
like,
okay,
you
love?
can't say Skyrim wasn't a great game.
No,
No,
Skyrim was an
like,
amazing
the first
game.
like year on the console.
You were addicted to
I
it.
love that.
I wonder,
Dude,
it was like
me and
great.
Frank
Everybody
had
was
twins.
addicted to Skyrim. Like,
Skyrim?
Yeah, we did.
If-
Skyrim
if
was
you
a
have-
wonderful game.
If you have never played Skyrim before, you need to go to your GameStop right fucking now and
yeah,
go
now they
buy
have
that
the
shit.
complete edition.
Yeah.
The legendary.
Okay,
edition.
ready?
Sorry.
Shit like that.
I
Dude, the
agree
books like
that
this, dude. It's like the Bible.
Skyrim didn't go as in depth in
Oh, dude,
gameplay
slow
or
down.
things like that when it came to gameplay or anything
Gavin,
as
Gavin.
much as Oblivion did. But I liked Skyrim's world more than Oblivion.
Yeah,
I
it was-
didn't play Oblivion.
It was definitely a lot bigger.
I like
It was definitely a lot
Wait.
bigger. I like the graphics more.
Dude,
Well,
Oblivion
just
was
because you
freaking.
like
I'm
it.
sorry, I couldn't get it. I'm sorry, my head.
If you're ever gonna play Oblivion, get it on the PC and like just mod the shit out of
the
it, like
Xbox version was
increased
so slow and
with
boring.
increased graphics.
Fucking, I got Oblivion when I was young.
If you're gonna get like any Elder Scrolls game on PC, I'm sorry.
Go.
Like, I was told that Morrowind was like an amazing game on the PC.
Morrowind,
Yeah, it
Morrowind's
was
the
pretty good.
first.
And they like, I don't know, Japanese people seem to know how to fucking mod the shit out of it. Like, you can get mods for Oblivion that make it look like Skyrim.
Apparently there was a glitch in Skyrim on the PC where you did like this console command, you like went through this one bridge and it literally took you through like an imaginary portal into Morrowind and you started playing the old game.
I should try that.
After
the podcast.
Whoever did that. Anyway,
It may have been a mod.
What was I
didn't
was I
really
on
like
Montauk?
Oblivion. I mean, maybe I really didn't get into the lore as much as I should have, but I was like level like 20 and like I haven't done it. I didn't do anything.
My problem with Oblivion was I had no fucking clue what was going on. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
I got out of the prison. I saw that little portal corner. That was like,
killing rats.
Because Oblivion was the first Elder Scrolls games we knew about.
oh, Oblivion is kind of like New Vegas, where
You either love it or hate it.
Yeah.
yeah, you love it or
basically.
hate it, and it's not. I don't know. It didn't feel like it had a direction to progress in the very beginning. Maybe it's because I was too young to understand, and I didn't have any fucking clue where to go. But I walked out and I was like, man, is that a portal? Time to walk towards it. And I went through an Oblivion portal as level 3.
I was literally level 1 in Oblivion for literally like the first 12 hours of my gameplay.
I don't know how that operates.
I don't know how that
What'd
happened.
you say?
I was literally like level
What?
1 in Oblivion for like 12 hours.
So
And like when I first started playing Fallout New Vegas, I had no idea what to do.
I didn't like it. It's kind of like something you can't. A good example is like I tried to go back and play Oblivion because it's such a good game, but after playing Skyrim, it's like fuck this. Basically.
Yeah, I played Skyrim first and then played Oblivion. I was like, no, that's not.
How did we
happening.
dive into this?
I think my only problem with
Bethesda's
Skyrim ever was I don't know if anyone else
How the fuck
experienced
did
this.
get back?
I had glitches with both the vampire DLC. What was that called?
Hearthfire? Not Hearthfire.
Dawnguard.
Dawnguard. I had both glitches with the Dawnguard and Hearthfire. I couldn't go in my house or it would freeze my Xbox and I'd have to
I
turn
thought
it off and
Dawnguard
on.
was cool.
I like
that.
Dawnguard.
I prefer
have
like I
Hearthfire.
think Hearthfire is
What
pointless
was the
because
other-
if you get
what was the other-
Skyrim for the PC, if you get Pyrom, if
What
you
was
get
the other
Skyrim for the
Dawnguard,
PC
You can just mod the shit out of it.
Dragonborn.
and have
Dragonborn.
amazingly
Yeah.
beautiful
Yeah.
Was that one
houses
good?
and
was
kick
okay.
shit,
That was good.
It was alright.
but we kind of hopped off subject on the Xbox One.
I read this really weird creepy pasta about Oblivion. It was so like really creepy.
Good Friday.
Don't dive.
I'm not gonna dive into it. I was just like I thought of
Who wants
it,
to
and it was
read
really
the,
creepy.
the lusty maid of
We should do a creepy pasta podcast.
Argonian Lusty Maid.
Argonian lusty maid.
You know what we should do?
The
From
Lusty
now on,
Argonian.
this
Yeah.
is a
Lusty
new,
Argonian.
new idea. Say aye if you like it. One of us just goes and reads a creepypasta and just fucking puts it on if it really scares us. Just like read it and
No.
put. Not
No.
you. Fuck you. You're afraid. You're Frank's too
I
afraid.
can
of
I
shit.
can watch it by myself, you know, at like
Nope.
11 o'clock in the morning, and then like forget
I'll
about
be
it
scared
by
all
the time
day.
I get to bed.
So I wanna get through this quickly, but
What are you
I
looking at?
I
Awesome.
I understand. Microsoft fucked up the presentation. They backed down on the price because of consumer pressure. But I feel like what they're bringing to the table compared to the PS4, it might not be all about gaming, but it's more, and it's more worth the money. And I feel like Xbox One isn't going to be a game system that kind of just gets blown away once the next generation comes around. It's going to be a game system that you can still use for other things. That's why it's multi-purpose. It's the first game system that knows it's not always going to be a game system.
And this is just our opinion, so I mean,
Yeah.
like, don't
Yeah,
fuck
there's
us
probably
off.
still a dude
Well,
out
I
there
use
using
Xbox
an original
360
Xbox.
for like Netflix a lot.
Yeah, I do that too.
But I like how they're making it into a TV thing.
Eh,
Like, I don't know. I feel like I would use that.
that's the one
but
thing they kept
still.
out of the whole
Yeah,
concept.
there's still probably a dude out there using the original Xbox and
I use it
still
from time to time.
and
to play
still
movies.
and still working it fine. Cause didn't they do like something
They're making
with the
Blu-ray,
original
too.
Xbox? Like they made like an update for it to be like perfectly fine with the Xbox 360 or something.
Never
like
had
that.
an original Xbox.
Neither did I.
I
I had a
I don't
PS2.
Yeah.
My
I had a
favorite
PS2.
game was Ultimate Spider-Man.
My first system was
I think it's
I
Ultimate.
had
64.
that for GameCube.
Yeah.
I forget.
I think everyone's
was I gonna
first
say?
system. Every '90s kid's first system was a Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
and anything before that was the SNES.
Yeah.
I had the Atari.
I wish I
are
had
you
the
cool?
Atari.
That's pretty old.
That was old
I
as
wish
fuck.
I
I
had
found
the
it in a garage
Atari.
sale.
I forgot what I was gonna
Yeah.
say.
My first thing was Max Payne on the Gateway computer.
Before we get off the consoles, has PS4 showed their console yet?
Yes.
No, they
Yeah.
haven't
Yeah.
released. They haven't.
PS4
released
has
their,
showed their console.
They have.
They
Yeah.
have showed their. Yeah, they've showed their.
It looks
But
like
they
an eraser.
haven't showed
Took long
their.
enough.
They haven't released their licensing policy. They haven't released whether or not there's going to be a DRM. They've released that it's going to be paid to be online now.
PlayStation
I heard
Plus
that.
or
That's
something like that.
PlayStation Plus is
Yeah,
like
apparently it's
mandatory,
like
right?
$50 a year or something.
Yeah.
PlayStation Plus is mandatory. That's cheaper than Xbox still.
Yeah, apparently
but
apparently
I
you
don't
won't need
like-
it.
Why don't they
I feel like
just make a
Xbox
membership-
is just like trying to get as much money.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
but,
how I
like,
feel. I just don't.
If you really think about it, like, you can get 4 people on one family plan for $120 in a year, or something like that. Or no, it's like, no, you can get, it's like $60 or something like that for a family plan of 4 people instead of just paying $120 for $60 for each person.
On what? Xbox?
Xbox, yeah, Xbox. I have a family plan. I only have 2 people in it.
Did not know there
That's
was
why I
a
say, like,
family
if Xbox One comes out and we have a family plan, we should work something out
sweet.
between that.
Are you calling us family?
Yeah, I love
I-
you, Zach.
We've made it this far.
I love it like
That
a
is true.
homosexual
That
brother.
is true.
Yeah, so we ripped
We're
our
getting
heads
pretty
off.
long. I mean, we should end it soon, like 5
Alright,
minutes.
Well, we had a good. We had a lot.
We had a
of
good
stuff
run.
to talk about.
Yeah.
We had some good ideas.
So
So,
I'm
I
not
actually talked
saying
for once.
I'm not saying that the PS4 isn't going to be good, because I personally want a PS4 at the same time, just because I miss a lot of my original PS titles that I played. But it's like none of the new series
Exclusives.
none of the new series that they bring to the table really interest me as much as older games do. And like,
Because you grew up with them.
yeah, exactly.
I grew up with every type of system except for the Xbox. Like, I was only newly introduced to the
That's how
Xbox.
I pretty much was.
Because I had the N64, I had a GameCube, I had a Wii, then I had a PS1, a PS2, PS3, and then I got an Xbox.
The only game company that interests me on the PS3 and PS4 is Naughty Dog, and that's only because they do exclusives.
Last
Yeah,
of
like
Us.
Uncharted
more
and
stuff like
Last
that?
of Us.
Uncharted and Last of Us.
Yeah,
are
they
good
do
games.
good.
Are they gonna do more Last of Us stuff?
I don't think so. They could.
No, and yeah, they could.
They could, but
Considering
I
how
don't-
successful it was.
but it'll never be as good as the first game, I can tell you that.
That game was awesome.
What? Oh, I'm trying to think. What game is coming out? It's already won like 40 awards. Hasn't even been released yet. I forget who's making it.
For what system?
Xbox 360 and PS4. Is it Oh God, what is that? What is it called?
I know what you're
I
talking
think
about.
I know what you're trying.
I don't.
Mass Effect 4.
I'm really excited for
Shut
Destiny.
off.
I'm really excited for
Destiny,
Destiny. That's a good game. We're gonna play a lot.
Yeah. Is that Xbox 360 or Xbox?
It's gonna be
Titanfall.
It's
Xbox.
Xbox 360,
Titanfall,
PS3,
believe it or not,
and all
looks
the consoles.
interesting.
It's gonna be like better. It's gonna be like the new Call of
What
Duty,
should we
basically.
get?
It's gonna be on all new consoles and Xbox 360 and PS3, but the thing is, it's not coming out till like April next year.
I can imagine Xbox when they're gonna stop making Xbox 360 games. It's gonna be just like Nintendo, like in America when.
Be like,
The
no!
last ever GameCube game in America was the Zelda. Whatchamacallit?
Zelda traditional disc or whatever.
Traditional dicks.
No, it was like a traditional
no,
disc. It
I
had
have
like
it.
all. It has like
No,
all
I
the
have
Zelda
that,
games.
but
So do I.
no,
loved
it's
it.
a win. No, the one
Wind
for the
Waker?
Wii
Wind
that they
Waker?
made.
Wind Waker?
No,
Skyward
the
Sword.
Princess.
Twilight Princess.
Twilight Princess. That was the last game they made for the GameCube.
Really?
That was
Ever.
a good game.
Twilight Princess was for the GameCube?
I think it still
Yeah, it
has
was the
Yeah,
last
that
game
was-
they made for the GameCube. I'm pretty sure.
I think I
I've
still
never
have
played
Twilight
Zelda.
Princess. We should do a Let's Play on that.
Go down.
That's just me.
I'd rather do
Get out of my
Skyfall
house.
or
Get
whatever.
out of my house.
I'm a very untraditional gamer.
You really are fine.
Yeah.
Mass Effect. That's it.
But
I
I
have,
never
like,
played like
I have,
Mass
like, a few
Effect and all
series I
that, so
really
I
like,
can't
and
say.
that's it.
You gotta piss like a racehorse.
there comes back that fucking saying.
Yeah, I think it's been a good. This has been definitely a discussion
A
podcast more
very
than anything else.
game-related podcast.
It's
Yeah.
been good to get
Very
out.
calmer.
But for
Definitely
now
not
we
a
have
fuck
to
around
we have to
podcast.
do some work. We have to get some videos out, and
Definitely.
I think it's a good
We
time
just
to.
drank coffee. We're awake.
I think we're gonna get some more Halo
And
videos
it's
out, maybe some
1:30.
Battle Block, something. All right,
Yeah.
so
Expect Halo. By the way, Battle Block. Lots of new things.
Yeah.
But I think
Leave
before
us,
we go,
leave us comments for games that you guys want
Yeah.
us to play. Like it,
Yeah,
we,
guys.
we really do need.
about
do
the
need game
comments
ideas.
thing.
Now
Like,
friends
actually,
talks.
like, please comment. Like, seriously comment because we're like,
Tell us what you
we're
don't
looking
like,
at our
even if you
video.
don't like.
first of all, if you've made it this far in the video, thank you. That's all I'm gonna say.
You're,
Yeah.
you're okay.
Fucking thank you. I love
so
you.
I'm gonna do an outro.
This podcast has been pleasant. The dicks have been well roasted. The coffee is
My
empty.
dick has a-
My dick
The
is
chairs are
actually
broken and the asses
brother.
are heated.
Get some
I think it's time to go. We peel away, good brothers.
I think we should
Kevin.
end it with goodbye, Dad. Love you.
Kevin.
Charles!
Oh,
Charles.
now he knows.
All right, Kevin.
Hi, Charles.
Goodbye, the wonderful audience.
Frankfurt.
I hope I've
Shut the
warmed
fuck
you.
up. It's your turn. Frank.
I've warmed your souls.
You've warmed something.
Goodbye, bye.
Goodbye, bye. Bye.
Too much.
Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to all our channels. Do like all that good YouTube stuff.
Yeah,
And
that
just keep
junk.
it going.
Game
Social media
ideas.
shit.
All right, now
Game
Zach,
ideas.
Zach.
Goodbye, fellows and viewers. Hope you had a great time. Thank you.
All right, another big boss house. Go ahead and sign off.
Goodbye, everyone. I hope you enjoyed your... Excuse me? Do not cut me off.
So depressed.
Tristan's fired. That's how we're
Damn,
ending
I
the
got
podcast.
pissed
God
like a
damn it,
racehorse.
Tristan.
No, we're ending a podcast. How we always do.
You made
One,
it so...
2, 3.
Stay
Stay
beautiful.
Oh, I gotta end it over here. Fucker.
Damn, I gotta piss like a racehorse.
I got it too. Bye.
Dude, my dick.
My monitor shut off. Okay, bye guys.
Oh, I gotta piss like a racehorse.